everybody. Welcome on into the Dungeon Lounge. It's me, Elizabeth. Hello. It's just me by my lonesome today. I want you all to know that Sasha said, fuck chat. I'm going to see Superman. I may or may not be paraphrasing, but I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Anyway, hello. I hope everybody's doing well. I see Spotify is being Spotify again. There we go. All better. Think your day was thrown off? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I know. I was shocked too, Tater. I was so shocked. It was just so out of character. So, but yeah, I mean, it's Superman. What are you going to do? Anyway. Hello, Silver Knight. Hello, Tater. Hello, Lenneth. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. That threw me too. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of people assumed he was just kind of live forever. It's like if the drugs didn't kill him, then nothing will. But anyway, we're resuming. We're picking up around here. I was able to address the oops that I did last week. Oh, he was still doing concerts? Oh, I thought he was sick. Like, or something was going on. But anyway, so here, let me just gingerly bring over. So I did get the pin vice. Oh, the video feed has cut out. Hello? Wake up. Wakey, wakey. There, it's all better. Hopefully that was it. Fair enough. Well, that turned out, sometimes like with bands, it's like, oh, it's our farewell concert. And 2 years later, they do another one. That really was his last one. Accurately advertised. Yeah. But, so I did get the pin vise. So you can see I drilled new holes down here. But in the process of drilling those new holes, I jostled the bookshelf and knocked it loose, which kind of rendered it slightly irrelevant, but also still, like, I'm not complaining. Yeah, the pin vise worked. Yeah. But in the pin, I think it's vice. I'm not too sure. Anyways, the bookshelf got knocked out, but that's okay. If anything, that just gives me a bit more room to work with for refeeding the wire. Does this make the No More Tears fitting? I don't know. Anyway, so we do need to resume work. And the next step is to put roots on the tree. So that was where I got stuck last time. And I realized part of the problem is that I had made the roots out of the wrong wire type. I used the thicker wires when I should have used these thinner wires. So I've done that. I remade these last a couple days ago, just so you didn't have to watch me remake them on stream. And they go over here, and then the staircase goes in on top. It's sinful. And then the stairs kind of go in this. So the reason why the other one didn't work is that you have this very small hole you can see here where the root's supposed to fit. So the other wire type was too thick for that, which is why it was a problem. But it's okay. So this is the new one. We're going to fit it in, but we have to make sure the hole stays open. Uh-oh. I see the video feed's cutting out again. I'm gonna double check how I'm connected right now via the phone because this is frustrating. So I'm gonna temporarily shut off the feed of the video. And I'm gonna check my phone's settings because the last time this happened, it was trying to connect to a slower version of my network, not the right one. So I'm gonna double check that first. What internet are you connected to? Oh, you are connected to the right one. Then why are you poopy speed? Why? Okay, I'm gonna do an off, on. We'll just do a little old refresh. I need you to behave. Is there any other apps running? Oh, that's what's doing it. Stop that. There we go. I found the problem. No. So I found the problem. So I run Spotify, obviously, on my streams for music. And unfortunately, my phone is also connected to my Spotify, so I can connect to Bluetooth in my car. And yeah, that's what's causing the issue, is that Spotify is opening, and so it's basically there's two instances of Spotify running, and it's draining the net. I think it's draining the bandwidth off of my phone, and of course, sorry, I don't want this to be running right now. Turn off. Bad phone. Okay, of course it says it's not using an app. Yes, you are. Stop it. I'm very annoyed right now. How do I make you not run Spotify? Okay, here, I'm going to have to... One moment, please. I'm going to do some on-air scuff, which is very frustrating because I want to be gluing things. Okay. I'm going to shut down Spotify here. I'm going to shut it down on my phone. I'm just going to get it completely shut off. And then I'm going to... Okay. I don't want to go to that step. I don't want to uninstall it today. All right. Okay. We're going to do that. Cam, now is not the time. Okay, and then we're going to do this. Okay, that looks better. No, I'm trying to use my computer as my Spotify source. However, the phone keeps trying to be the source. I think the problem is that it's like, oh, I see you're running Spotify. I'll help. And it's like, no, don't help. Don't. That's what the computer's job is. Let the computer do it. So I'm going to try again to run. So I just got this reset up. Seems to be running smoother now. And now I will try to relaunch Spotify without it hopefully triggering my phone. I think the issue is, okay, sorry, I'm just doing one other thing because I think it's trying to, I just want to have, it's also connected by USB to my computer because I don't want the battery to die. So I'm going to try and, I don't want it to actually like fully connect. I just want it to do battery charge. Sorry, tech is dumb. All right. Worst comes to worst, I'll just go to something else for music. Because music's important. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I think we're doing better. If I see doing it again, I will switch to like YouTube music or something. Something that doesn't ping my phone. Anyways, back to work. Glue. Who wants to watch glue dry? Don't sniff the glue, also. Hello, teacup. So you kind of need it bent. Okay, there we go. That should do. Haha. Short answer here. I'll shortly re-answer your question, Tater. No, I'm not intentionally trying to use Spotify, my phone, as my Spotify audio source, but my phone wants to be the source. And I think that was the problem with the connection speed. Very frustrating. Phone, you're not supposed... if I didn't tell you to do a thing, don't do it. Don't be helpful. Don't help me. I will say that's something I'm kind of frustrated about in the era of Uber connected technology, is that sometimes I don't want you to do the thing, and then it does it. It does it anyway. Okay, so we're sticking, we're gluing. You skipped overtime. Oh no. Okay, so not that she urgently needs it right now. That's okay, I understand. Sorry, I'm currently using the force of my fingy to hold the glued thing. No, I said stay in place. Stay in place. Become glued. Become stuck. This hurts my fingy. It's cramping a little bit. And it's been like not even 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Yeah, I wish I could use the force. Then I'd be a Jedi, and then I'd feel like a poser. It's not quite sticking yet. Continue applying force. Get a drink. It works so well. It just ran out. Gotcha. Ew. I like that plan, Tater, with the exception of the Arby's. I don't like Arby's, really. I'm sorry. The curly fries are good, though. I like the curly fries. Oh, damn it! Oh, god damn it! It was sticking. It was sticking down, but then when I lifted my finger up, it tried to follow my finger and then moved with like it was sticking. It was sticking! No, go back to what you were doing before. You were cool then. Be cool. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that probably what it ultimately comes down to is I find the sandwiches aren't what's the right way to put this? It's just meat on bread. At least that's how it is here. And it's just like eh. And again, I guess if that's what you want, then go for it. Okay, I think that's sticking. Stay. Okay, and then yeah, and then hey, you know what? Get the food you want to eat, right? Okay, so they want you to kind of bend this up because you have to make room for the stairs temporarily. Okay, so we're gonna glue that. Oh, hello, Quest. Oh, thank you very much for the resub. Thank you. Aw, thank you. Yes, it has been a hell of a 24 hours. I hope you were take care of yourselves if you need to. It has been a day. I don't think I necessarily need to go through the news of the day unless anyone really wants me to. I'm good with not rehashing it. Okay, I need you to stay in place, please. Oh, hello, Zarain. Also, thank you for the alert. I like crispy chicken. Ooh, I've never had Culver's crispy chicken. They don't have those here. Oh no, general news or did Quest have? I think it's the general news. Just very briefly, the implosion. I've been got punched recently today. Aww. Honestly, that's a very lovely sentiment, Quest. Thank you for checking in. I am holding up okay. As long as this thing glues in place. Otherwise, I might lose it over my glue, but that's okay. But yeah, there's been a lot of shit going on, so I totally understand. Okay. Good. Stay there. All right. Next step, stairs. God damn it. This is what I mean. Ah! All I wanted to do was put the stairs in. And then everything fell apart. Ah! Why can't you stay in your hole? Okay. So this needs to be not. This needs more glue. Oh no. Well, I understand you're not wanting to just kind of like trauma dump or what have you, Quest. But by all means, if you needed someone to, if you need a friendly ear, by all means, please reach out to me, like via the DMs or what have you. I cannot promise any words of wisdom, but I can at least listen. Or glass, better glue, welder, I don't know. It's just. The problem with this glue, I find, is like overall, I'm liking it better than the glue gun, but it takes a while to set, and that's my frustration with it. Is like I don't like sitting here holding it like this for 15 minutes, but once it's set, it's good. Yeah, honestly, yeah, and that's honestly very understandable. Like sometimes it doesn't have to be one big thing. Sometimes it can be just, you know, like everyone's got like their, glass, and sometimes one big terrible thing will fill the glass, and then you've reached your done point. But sometimes it just takes little pores, and you can also do that too. This is a different brand of glue. The kit supplied glue hardened, and I can't use it anymore. Unfortunately, I think the kit isn't. The kit, I think, assumes you aren't going to work. You're going to work on it pretty steadily, not take week breaks like I've been doing. So I don't think the tube somehow something got in is all I can tell you. I was I tightened the lid as much as I could, but I suspect at a certain point just too much air got in. So I got a different brand of glue, which is doing a good job, but it just there. Stay. No, I said stay. I saw that snap. Sorry, I'm getting mad at the glue. Ah. That is also good. Yeah. Like I get on the one hand, you don't want to like, you can't put all the sandpaper in the kit, right? Oh, fuck. All right. The thing is also I have to try to be mindful of is there's a hole here, and I have to keep that hole exposed. Because that's where the wire goes. Possibly. But I think they just also assume you aren't going to like be taking week-long breaks. Yes. Glue is. And it's one of those things where it's just I've been fighting with it all fucking like. You gonna stay? You gonna stay? Okay, I'm gonna glue this in now while I can, I think, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna try. Because at the very least, if I can get the staircase in, then that will also help hold the root in place, right? More glue. More glue. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, we're holding. We're holding down the stairs. Unfortunately, I did check this on the tutorial video. This kit does result in a gap, and I just have to live with it. Okay, stick. Time to sing the glue holding song. Please stick glue. Please stick to where I'm sticking you. I would appreciate not having to swear anymore on stream, because I did it a lot and I feel bad. The glue is mean, but the glue is strong. I believe in you, glue. I'm sorry for singing over the better band with my stupid glue song. Is your screen frozen, or is it just my still movement of hand? It's my hand. It's cramping a little. That's okay. We hold. My glue song is dumb. But then again, that's kind of the point. It's not meant to be intelligent. That is lovely to hear that the donations have been very generous. That's true. Okay, it's not holding. Hold. I need you to hold. This is your home. This is where you live now. Your stairs. You have a purpose to allow people to ascend to the roof of the cafe so they may have, well, right now nothing because there's nothing on top, but there will be stuff. Hold. It's not holding. It's not holding. Why isn't it holding? Okay, so we're going to keep holding. So that thing is like, as soon as I pull my hand away, I just see it separating and it's like, no! I was hoping not to make this another watch glue dry stream, but I guess we're watching glue dry again stream. Whoops. I will like to remind you, at least when the glue dries, it will dry clear. So small bonus. All my mistakes won't be seen. Rubber bands? No, not with the way things are perched right now. Nope. No, because like right now, so here, I'm going to tilt. I'm keeping this set of stairs against this wall. And a rubber band doesn't help that. At least not safely. Yes, I'm trying to avoid using the heat gun. I'm trying to avoid using it. I might cave. I might. Like because the thing is like with the glue gun is that so much of it is visible after you do it, and also it unfortunately sits on like while this has like a long curing time, or at least longer than I'd like. Glue guns have very we're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait. We have to be patient. So I appreciate people are trying to offer solutions, but to some degree, the answer is wait. I find with a lot of glues, adding heat does not help. And if anything, it makes it cure with a weird color. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's opaque, but it's like it's obvious when you've used it. Because, like, say for instance, you can tell here I've used the glue gun, and you can tell I did. You can tell. You can tell. Okay, I'm gonna. All right, the glue is cured. Woo! See, patience. It sucks, but it works. Okay. All right, so the next step is this root needs to be kind of bent all over the stairs. And also glued down. I was using a 3D printer pen for our mic. I do not have the ability to get a glue gun right now, or a 3D printer right now. Okay, so they kind of want you to, like, arrange it around the stairs. Which scares me because I don't want it to go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when in doubt, I can always get the glue gun out, but I'm trying to avoid it. Okay, well, either way, I gotta get this piece glued down. The hero of man. The thing is, I'm gonna have to be more selective from here about, like, my kits. Like, not because, like, I'm complaining or anything, but space is a factor. And I must ensure there is room for the kit before I obtain the kit. For the ones I've got so far, I'm good, but I'm not going to add any more to that. Okay, so this one, it is stuck down, but I'm going to let it cure a little bit before I start trying to manipulate the roots into shapes. All right, so glue is curing. That's good. It looks like they want you to put additional tree roots. Yeah, they do. Okay. So there's also these little, these little doobly doos. They are also helper tree roots, I guess. All right. How do they want them arranged? So they want the C's and the D's all go down this side. And then the A and B goes over here. Okay. The very fate of all mankind. Yeah, like feeder roots, yeah. While we wait, what's Feral Beast up to? Feral Beast has discovered, because the temperature is no longer butts, Feral Beast has rediscovered the tube. All right, so this one's kind of meant to be like along here, it looks like. There might be so much residual glue on the other root that this one, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. No, not my fingy. Okay, I'm gonna wiggle this in root-like configuration. There. Oh no, I had it. Oh no! Okay, I need tweezers for this. My fingies are too fat. And I don't mean that like in a like, oh no, I'm derogatory. It's no, for the purposes of working with a miniature, my fingers are too big and I need a pair of tweezers. Like, let's put it this way. My fingies ain't this small, right? I'm going to continue to make straw panic noises. Okay, I'm trying to get this out without accidentally grabbing the other root. I did. I knocked it. Ah, no, I had it. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You've learned your lesson. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Okay, more glue. Remember, use your tweezers. Don't use your meat fingies. Your meat fingies are not up to the task because they're too big. Okay. Don't touch it. All right, I think I do need to let it sit for a little bit and let it dry before I start mucking with it. I need to let what's here set up before I start adding more crap onto it, right? Hi. On the positive side, I don't have to hold anything down. It's just gonna congeal within itself. Corn sweat? Weird. And I'm just going to consult the instructions for something. Ooh. Okay, so they do want you to twist up those ones. I wondered, sorry. So they want these ones to be kind of twisted. Okay. Corn sweat. What is it in my I don't think I want to know. Ah, no. Okay. I knocked it with my fingy while trying to work on something else. Stay over there. Away from me. Where I can't touch it and make it fucking worse. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. That sounds awful, Silver Knight. Yeah. Here's my frustration for the day. The glue, like, they wanted me to paint all these, which I did, but all the paint is chipping off. Like, it's not sticking because the type of wire isn't meant to hold this type of paint. It's acrylic paint, and like from like all my mini painting, I know this had to be like they didn't give you a base paint. So no, I don't think it would. Some of them don't. So I'm probably gonna have to repaint these after I get them. I guess I could repaint them now while I'm waiting. After making various swearing sounds at it. Yeah, like that's the thing is they didn't give you primer, which on the one hand I get this for this level of kit, but for someone like me who's this, I wouldn't say professional, but like not a noob when it comes to model painting, like you know what surfaces will hold paint, which ones don't. This doesn't. It does not. Where's my pride brush? Here it is. Sorry. I would say the one limitation of my desk is I find everything's just crowded enough that I find I have to reach for stuff. It's like you're going to hit something. You're going to hit something else. Don't worry about it. I mean, a bit. I have voiced that I have found this kit to be the Dark Souls of kit making because a combination of my skill level or the skills that they want you to have for doing this that I have not yet developed, such as wire bending and shit. And some things just not well thought out directions, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah, that's the thing is like, these kits do not are not going to provide primer and then be like do 2 coats and right. They're not going to do that. Okay, we'll leave that there. There we go. A little side project to keep it busy while the glue is being glue. How you doing, glue? Feeling better? All right, don't touch, don't touch. You keep needing to relearn this lesson, Elizabeth. While it's drying, don't fucking touch it. That is the rule. Don't. Greenhouse next? No. I mean, I got there's a kit that you sent me through via Throne, which thank you very much. So that'll be next, and then I think I'm going to take a break from kits. Though I think the kit that came from Throne is going to be significantly easier. Yeah. How you doing, Glue? How you feeling? Like, I think it's doing okay, but okay. Get that one in. Boop. More glue. Yeah. Like I've got an Imperial Knight that I want to try painting. But it's also possible that I might just take a break entirely for a little bit. While I enjoy hobby times, my work schedule has caused a little bit of and I might need a little bit of a break. We will see. We will see. We'll see how I feel. Okay, the best way to do this is up here, but that's where the glue is. Haha! Oh my god, it's sticking. Ooh! Yeah, I can see the glue is curing over this side too. All good. All great. I might do like this one, like over here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm using a little bit of artistic license here. And then we do have to give it a good long cure wait because the next step is to run the wire through of the big tree. And I do not want any of this to start coming off while that tree is going in. So there we go. So yeah, I've done the best I can to kind of keep a hole in the center then. Aw. Well, I'm not saying it's going to be like permanent or like, and it's also possible that I won't end up taking a break. It's just my work has been increasing the number of in-office days, and the commute and everything like that has just been taking more out of me than I expected it to, unfortunately. So I'm just kind of like trying to figure out ways to get some spoons back, but which is unfortunate because I mean, I'm glad you guys like watching my miniature working streams. I like doing them. But it's also like, unfortunately, I can't do less of my job. Unfortunately, I can't go to my boss and be like, I'm just gonna not do 8 hours. You know what? I'm just gonna do a 4-day work week, but pay me my current salary, okay? They'll be like, no. Imperial Knights, the Hunchback armor. Yeah, I'm looking at probably an Imperial Knight that I got. It's a kit I've had for a while, and for the longest time, the reason I sat on it is one, it intimidated the hell out of me because it's a big model. So I find like with those types of models, like if you mess it up, it's unfortunate. Like, or not unfortunate, but like it's pretty. It's one of those things where it's like it's a centerpiece model. Like you put it, you know, if you're going to be fielding it in an army or whatever, it's the centerpiece, right? It's like, oh, it's the Imperial Knight. So it's like if you do a bad job painting it, that's the one everyone's going to look at. They're not going to look at your little itty bitty Imperial soldier man. They're going to look at, yes, it does have the, I think it's got a gun and a chainsword, I think was the kit I picked for it. I haven't seen it in a while, but that was the options. That or I picked like claw hands, because I like the idea of an Imperial Knight running over, pick up a man and throwing him. Hello, your mom, 006. Any relation to 007? Anyway, hello. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We are watching glue dry. I'm not doing anything more on this kit until this glue is more set and I don't end up breaking something as I move it all about. No, we don't. Your enemy, glue? Or something else? I'm going to assume it's glue. But yeah, I did get I liked an idea I had for painting the Imperial Knight. I really want to do it in like the different Dungeon Lounge colors. Your enemy is 007. Good to know. He's not here. Market guards won't be represented by blobs of paint, a single bane blade. There you go. Hey, you know what? We respect the proxies. You know what? Games Workshop charges enough for their models. By all means, proxy. If you want to use a rock with googly eyes and say, this is my Space Marine, I believe you. And I'm not going to, block you from any tournaments or anything. Not that I really don't play the tabletop that much, mostly because I don't care. Let me introduce you. Name is Mom. Ah, yes. But, yeah, the idea I had for the Imperial Knight was to do like a Dungeon Lounge color scheme and then try and do each, because there's like there's 2 shoulder pads and then there's some like other like really large areas. And I wanted to try and do like each, like do kind of like the overall kind of like Dungeon Lounge color scheme for the main, for like the kind of core areas of the night. But like some of the things like the shoulder pads and stuff, do things that are like unique to each member of the lounge. I thought that would be good. You'd be surprised. Those orcs are crafty. Yeah, that's the thing is, yeah, proxy, like fucking proxy. Like the only place it ever matters is if you try to go to an official tournament, and yeah, oh, thank you. That was kind of where I was going with my little brain think. So I was like, let's try and do a thing. Yeah, like, and because I'm like, I'll be honest, I am not going to be fielding a tabletop army. I at the best of times, I find the rules of Warhammer 40K unintuitive, I think is the most generous term I will put that. And the thing is, the rule set's also constantly changing because, like, in the time that I have been painting minis, we have gone from 8th, 9th to 10th. And I think we're either currently on 10th or just going to 10th, or there's 11th coming out. And it's like, I don't I don't want to relearn. Like I just, I'm gonna be like, if I follow it, it's like I'm just figuring it out, and that's starting over again. It's just nah. And this is like, and I mean, I'm a bit of a board game player. Like I'm not saying, and like I play tabletop games like D&D and stuff like that. So it's not like I know I could learn the rules if I sat down and tried. I just don't want to. Also, camera, why are you tilted? Fucking the tournaments are crowded. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, too much of one figure. That does. Oh God. Doesn't matter the color / color of minis in your tournament. It shouldn't. It shouldn't, your mom. But yeah, the thing is, I love the figures, and like a lot of the lore I enjoy. So that's where my enjoyment with it is. But I have I don't have a lot of desire to play the tabletop game. And honestly, like I've been to a few tournaments, not as a player, but like to support friends. And I'm not a big fan of the atmosphere, at least of the tournaments in my area. I can't speak, I'm not going to be, I haven't traveled for any Warhammer tournaments, but it's very competitive and very, I don't like it. I'm not going to say I don't have a competitive streak, but not for that. Yeah, like they would prefer if your arm figures are all supposed to be from like the same faction or same group, quote unquote, they would prefer you paint them all the same color, but that's mostly just for ease of like, I think like rules judging and stuff like that. You don't have to. Like I've seen people do Space Marines as like a full color rainbow where they're like, here's one that's blue and then here's one, like Roy G. Biv, right? You don't have to. Fair enough. And that's the thing is like also like I don't like the yeah, I prefer more like co-op. And I think like there are options within 40K to do like cooperative games, either because you're working towards a single goal or like say for instance, it's like 2-on-2 matches where you've got a friend, but you're ultimately against 2 other people. And maybe I would enjoy that more. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like and also like, I'll be honest, the games are long. Like, a single game of Warhammer going relatively smoothly, if both factions have anything like in terms of a psychic phase or which I probably going to have to explain, but I don't want to, or anything like that. A game going on time is about 2.5 hours. And that's for one game. If you're in a tournament situation, your matches could go, like you're going to be doing 3 or 4 matches, potentially. Yeah, and that's the thing is like 2.5 is going smooth, like butter smooth. But yeah, like the same thing, like there was a little bit where I was trying Kill Team for that reason, because again, you're using small skirmish style units or like scout type units. So the idea is that you're maybe fielding 10 models at most, so the games go much faster. But yeah, like the games can go super long, and it's just, yes. And that's the thing is like, if you get the 2.5 hours going smooth, but if there's any disputes on the rules, which they are going to be disputes on the rules, because there is so much errata for 40K in any edition, especially, and it's gotten worse with digital printing. Like I'm all for digital versions of things, but unfortunately, kind of like how video game companies rely on, day one patches to get out bad bugs and then push a game to launch anyways. Games Workshop has the same problem. They have put out books to print, and before they launch, they needed errata because a rule, like a rule was badly phrased, or there was a rule wasn't properly tested against everything else and turned out to be broken or stuff like that. And like, so if you get the book, and the thing is they do have digital versions and things like that that are slightly better, but they still want you to get the book. And so you're sitting there at a tournament with your book, your errata, your pile of errata, and there's like the core book of like rules that are shared by every faction, and then there's the other book you have to get of rules unique to your faction. So like say for instance, there's the Space Marine book, there is the Tyranid book. So you have to get the book of your faction. And then, heaven forbid, if you think the opponent player has misinterpreted a rule and you don't have the book for it, so you don't know how to call it out, so then you're calling a judge. It's just, if you thought rules lawyers in D&D was bad, Warhammer tends to attract the rules lawyers of the scene. Not always, but I in every tournament I've watched, there are at least, I don't want to say half, but like there's a lot of rule lawyer players. And then, and then heaven forfend, you end up getting like, or there was like the extra stratagem cards. I remember that was something from one of the newer editions. And I remember hearing friends swear about those. It was just like, again, like ultimately I like war, not the stratagems. I know, right? Like I want to like it. I want to, it would be fun to put your little mans on the table and go, brr, brr, brr. But like, not like this, not like this. No. All right. The glue, I think, is setting up pretty well, at least well enough that I think I can bend this piece a little bit. Because it's supposed to be kind of like more like coiled around the stairs. Okay, yeah, it's tolerating me doing this without breaking. Oh no! I spoke too soon! It all broke off in one big chunk. I didn't wait long enough. And now I need to get more glue. What have we learned? It's not dry yet. I jinxed it, it's true. What have we learned? What have we fucking learned? I even said it to myself. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking touch it. Not till it's fully cured. And how do I know it's fully cured? The glue has become clear. If you touch it before then, it's not done. I did not learn my lesson. All right. Well, what have we learned? If you see me touching this before the glue is clear, you yell at me. Play a sound alert or something. Be like, Elizabeth, no. Because this is my fate. We're watching glue dry, and we're gonna watch it dry properly. Properly. There. I will say on the positive side, it didn't completely fall apart. Just some of it came up. I did jinx it. Anyways, all right. All right. First things first, though. This Q-tip or this is too covered in glue. This goes over here now. All right. What I am going to do, I'm going to gingerly move this over here. I am going to get the tree that goes through here because I do need to coil the wire like this so I can fit it through the hole. So that is something to do. That is an activity. And I'm going to put the lid on, this lid on the glue. This glue doesn't dry out. Cool. A BRB. I won't be gone long. The tree is like not far away. I just want to get it. Here is tree. What else can you rant about? You already did 40K. I could fit. Give it a few minutes. I mean, I could rant about Clair Obscur, but that's spoilers, and I don't know who here has, like, I know people who are regulars to the stream are caught up on the plot, but I don't want to assume that of people who are, like, say for instance Quest and people like and your mom who are new or not, or at least not able to come every day, which is fine. I'm not trying to criticize here, but I don't want to like be like, oh, we're talking about Clair Obscur, and then they'll be like, no, I haven't played it yet. You spoiled it for me. No, and that's fair. There you go. So we will not discuss Clair Obscur. I do not want to be the bearer of spoilers because that is a game worth playing or at least experiencing, and not being like, that is a game that I think is worth, having the experience of, or at least like either through a Let's Play or playing it yourself. I would not want to be like just my rambling summary. I don't want that to be your exposure to the game. Yes, it is very good. It's also very French. And the music is just chef's kiss. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a battle theme with accordions in it. They're very French accordions. So yeah, I'm just winding this wire. On the positive side, the note to remind me which of these wires is positive is still survived. Which makes me happy because it's like, oh yeah, there's potentially, if I get to that step, we will see. I got to do a little bit of wire work today to connect everything to the batteries. Yeah. We hit the end of a pretty big plot revelation, and it was like, yeah, I don't want to go into it. It's not, anything too much is a spoiler. So no. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I gotta be careful about this because it's gotta fit into a hole. And then I'm gonna have to, I don't want to mess this around too much, but like I have to feed it through the hole, and then we're spinning. It's gotta be like fed down through here and then out there to join the other wire. I just realized, looking at it from this angle, the staircase sticks out quite a bit. Here, I was trying to tilt. That might be a problem. I might have to try and stick that down. Because the cylinder still needs to fit around this whole thing. What game you play? That is the question. So here, let's do the short list. If I want to keep it simple with like stuff I've already kind of got around, there is playing Soul Reaver 2 because I got the remaster, and I've already played Soul Reaver 1 on stream, so I would play Soul Reaver 2. Oh, thank you, Graham. I'm stretching. Another game I've been thinking about playing is Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. It's been occupying a lot of my brain space since finishing Metaphor. A lot of the mechanics that would kind of get what's the right way to put this? Clair Obscur. That's a different game. A lot of the mechanics of Metaphor, especially how turn order and stuff like that is handled, is very much coming from Digital Devil Saga, or like the I'm sorry ads. All right. According to what I could see, the ad breaks over, so I will talk again. So the short list is Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga, Soul Reaver 2. I was also considering maybe doing Earthbound. That one's also been rumbling around in my brain space for a little bit. And what is... Yep, ads are done for you. Excelente. And there was also, I was thinking about, it'd be kind of a dumb pick. There's a video game that came out recently on Steam called Date Everything. And the idea is that you are in a house and everything in the house is like actually sentient. Like the door is also is a person. The oven is a person. The coffee table is a person. And you can romance them like in a visual novel style game. And I think it's funny and silly. It would be fun to play. But I don't know if it's the type of game that I could continue. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where this is fun for novelty for one stream, and then I would get like terribly bored. Bored is not the right word, but like it would lose the novelty of being funny. And then I don't know if I would stay with it well. So I'm torn. And it feels like chat's also not necessarily feeling that selection. I think I'd snap, fair enough. I don't know if there's enough pathos in it. I mean, it does have Ben Starr, which is good. Now, there was also one, I shared a trailer for it on the Dungeon Lunch Discord I believe it's called Dead Take. And it's looks like it's a survival horror game, and the cast really has my attention. Ben Starr's in it. I know. I have problems. But it also has... I can't remember his name, but he plays Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. He's also been in some Resident Evil games. It's got it has Matthew Mercer, because that's funny. And like a whole bunch of just like names that I'm like, these people do good work, if you know what I mean. Because I mean, like, for all my simping aside, Ben Starr is a good voice actor. I haven't heard anyone in Claire Obscure going, damn, Verso has a shit voice actor, right? Like, he does good work. The horror game just has more speed, I know. I have a type, and the type is don't play visual novels, apparently. Which, you know, hey, fair. So yeah, and another one that I've been tempted to play, Earthbound. Earthbound is a Super Nintendo game, so it'd be a bit of a throwback. And it's about 4 little kids with psychic powers who are trying to, they're basically traveling around kind of like Japan's interpretation of 50s America to save the world. They're going to fight aliens. They fight aliens and robots and things. It's a very cute, enjoyable game. And if you know me, yes, it has the things that keep me interested in a game. Hee hee. Hello, Alosin. Yes, it was known as Mother in Japan. So it got translated as Earthbound when it came to North America, but then there's a whole Mother 3 thing, which we're not going to go into here. And the other game I've been thinking about is for the PlayStation 4, and it's called Blue Reflection. And the game is basically magical girls. Magical girls in a post-Madoka world, I think is the best way to put it, which means, yeah. I feel like props to Madoka. It's an excellent series. I'm not going to knock it. But after Madoka, magical girls as a genre shifted in a way that I think it's starting to kind of correct for now. But you had this period where suddenly every magical girl series was like, oh, it needs to be... there are magical... there are magical boys, they just don't call it... I mean, isn't magical boys, isn't that essentially tokusatsu? They just throw martial arts in instead of, like, wands. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just going to think of that. But yeah, I find magical girl genre in a post-Madoka world for a little while. You had, like, everything was, like, it must be subversive, or it must be a comment on the genre, or... Yeah, I mean, essentially, like, magical girls are tokusatsu, just with a more magical girl bent, like, just with a more magical bend, as opposed to, like, Zords and things like that. But I mean, like, that was very much, like, I remember reading an interview by the creator of Sailor Moon years ago. And in the interview, she basically said she was trying to make a Power Rangers type team. But she wanted it to be all girls. So, and then for whatever reason, she settled on sailor uniforms. So, but yeah, Blue Reflection. Blue Reflection is still a very lovely game. Like, I'm not trying to knock it or anything like that. It's just the fight night. Oh no. What are you trying to order tonight, Lenneth? I'm assuming it's more Le Bois. Yes. Blue Reflection is 100% one of my games. 100%. All right. The glue is not clear yet. I don't trust it. We keep waiting. We hold. I've learned my lesson. See, I'm crossing my arms. I'm keeping my hands away from it. I will not. Though I do think once I get the tree inside as well, I think it will make everything more stable, because then, like, everything will be sticking to everything else. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. But no. My brain for a second was like, oh, you could just feed the wire through at least. No. The glue is not dry yet, regardless of what. It's not clear. It's not dry. It's not clear. It's not dry.
Emotional damage.
Correct. Teacup, that is the correct response. I do not. Fighting for the bots for boo-boos. Fair enough. Well, I wish you luck. I hope it goes well. I hope you're able to either get the one you want or all the ones you want. I hope it does a thing. I'm doing finger guns. Yeah. Fingy guns. But yeah, it's one of those things though, like, without going into spoilers for Clair Obscur, because as I've mentioned before, I'm not going in completely blind. Because Grim played I've watched Grim play significant chunks of the game. At the point of the game I'm at, I could beat Clair Obscur any point I want. However, basically the last segment opens up and, like, you have the ability to go to a lot of locations and get basically, like, lore. Like, all the lore, like the deep lore, the good shit, not like the core plot lore we've had, right? But like the you know, like if people have questions about how the world works, this is what this segment is for. It's like you can go around and do all these side quests. So it's like one of those things where it's like, I want to go do it. And also the super bosses start showing up. So the question is do I go fight the super bosses? He. The super bosses are scary. They're scary. So, yeah. I think it is worth doing some of the, I don't want to call it post-game content, but I think it's worth doing some of the, like, I don't think it's just, I don't want to go right to the ending of the game. I want to do some of the, yeah. I like my side quests, especially when the side quests come with lore and plot to it, and it's not just, bring me 20 boibles, bring me 20 Labubu's, and I will give you a reward. I don't like those side quests. I want to sink my teeth into the world or what have you, or get plot. Like, not core plot, I know, because that's what the storyline is for, but the little biddles. All right, I'm just going to do a quick inspection. All right, this looks like it's dried. This looks like it's dried. This is not, because obviously I had to redo it. All right, so. All right, so this is what it's going to kind of look like in here. Okay. But we're going to put that down because we're not doing it yet. The dry is not glue. Yep. I did just do a stretch. Grim redeemed it. I'm going to ice this finger down because it's still started. Oh, no. It is a very tree. I came out very nice. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I appreciate the thought, Tater, but it was redeemed. And I've had a stretch. I can stretch again because we're still waiting on glue to dry. All right. No, it's still doing okay. Like it's still drying. And again, I have learned my lesson. I will not do a naughty and redeem early. But yeah. I am excited to that new Picto that I got. Again, I don't want to go into too much spoilers, but I am excited for the new Picto I got in Clair Obscure. If you know, you know. Now, maybe I could. So, this area down here has some items I could glue down. Maybe I could do that. Yeah, we can do that because that doesn't require me to. So, because you put the little briefcase down there, do that. Be fine. And then this thingy and that thingy. And these leaves. Yeah, shiny new Picto. Yeah, all the things. Okay, this one I think might have gotten damage. Yeah, it did. Okay, that's okay. We can glue it down. This is a different gluing, so it's not trouble glue it. It's not bad. How long will be this time? Oh no. Yeah. Oh, the dentist. Oh, I hope there wasn't too bad. I am very sorry. The dentist is poopy. Nobody likes the dentist. If you do, what the hell's wrong with you? Okay. I'm going to put you over here because you need to dry. There. Now I can't touch it because it's over there. Okay, so I want to see about this one plant that it wants to. Whoop. Sorry, bring it out. Huh. It's kind of weird. Okay. Okay, well, first things first, the suitcase goes in. And thankfully, it's just suitcase sits on ground. There we go. So yeah, just to kind of show. Here's a suitcase. Ta-da! All right. Well, first things first, I don't want to listen to the song. I'm going to skip it. I don't want to listen to the song either. Sure, listen to this one. It's how some people might feel. Okay, so this one, I need scissors for this. Blub, blub. This one I'm going to wait to glue down until I've gotten the tree in, because it's probably going to be finicky and it's going to make me mad. It'll make me mad. And I think I'll do the same with the branches, so we'll just leave that one. There you go, still a little extra progress. Oh wow, that glue, when it was paper, the glue sticks super fast. All right.
The dragon!
Okay, I know, but I think it's actually clear. Like I think it's as good as it's gonna get. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. If I'm wrong, you may make frowny frown noises. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's holding. It is holding. I'm just trying to get this thing kind of bent a little bit more sense making. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use a pair of tweezers for this. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, and it's holding. It's holding. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Okay, so now for the next. Be careful. Be careful. The next one part, which is I need to feed the tree's wire down. All right, pray for Mojo. Okay. Okay, on the positive side, I think we got the wire in. Yeah. And then next is to get the tree glued down. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna do this for a second. I just want to get the wire through the second hole. Oh, my hands are shaking a lot. It's like, why is this hard? Because your hands are shaking. Okay. Yeah, yay! Progress. Okay, I might need to use the tweezers on this just to kind of. Ah, dang it! Oh, I had it. It's like threading a very finicky needle, and I had it for like 1 second, and then I kind of like eased off pressure for like a second, and then it all snapped out of its hole, and it's like, no. On the positive side, the roots aren't falling off, so progress. God damn it. This is so hard to feed. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a little bit more slack here. So I think I need to kind of get this away, and then I think I can get this kind of like turned on its side to get more of a visible angle for myself. Come on. Unfortunately, I'm in that thing where like the wire bends rather than go through the hole. Do we have it? Do we have it? We have it. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Of course. Oh, no. The wire, it started coming off the tree. Scheiße. Which means I'm going to have to reapply the glue to get it to stick to the tree. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Okay, so we're just gonna put some glue down here. It's gonna dry clear. Okay. Okay, now I just gotta find a way to like balance this without me having to hold it for 15 minutes. Which may not be possible right now. The Dark Souls. The Dark Souls. We're making progress. We're going to do this. May not be today, but we're making progress. It's happening. I have so much glue and paint on my fingies. Hee hee. Okay. Okay, it's holding, but I'm gonna let it cure a little bit. Okay. On the positive side, I will say the extra hole that I drilled with the pin vise, 100% came in handy here. Like the hole that comes with the set is quite small, and it's good for one set of wires. But like, I think if I were to try to run the second set of wires through it, I think I would have had a lot more frustration than that amount of frustration I just had. Good luck, Lenneth. May the odds be in your favor. Get the Labubu that you dream of, or that you like a lot. But also good luck. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, you can do it. You'll click the buttons, you'll do the things, you'll win the game. Yeah. Do. Yeah, fuck those scalpers or the bots or whatever. Yeah, smash that shit. Teach those people what fours. Okay, I'm just gonna protect the glue. Getting my CanCon into no! Toothpick, no. I need you to stay perfect. There you go. Staying balanced. All right. All right, I'm gonna have to be careful here because I have to also remember to separate out the wire. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm gonna not touch that right now. All right, this looks like it's almost set. Like I can see there's like a little bit of white here, but it's gonna be set soon. So we'll fix it soon. On the positive side, I think my camera's holding up this time, so that Spotify fix seems to have done the trick. Bad Spotify. I say bad Spotify. Oh no, 1 second. Excuse me. Okay. I think the other thing I'm going to do before putting this in is I'm going to lather this entire bottom with glue. Honestly, I'm tempted to get out the hot glue for this, but I'm worried about how it'll interact with the wire. I don't want the wire to get melted inadvertently, and it doesn't take much to melt this wire, from what I recall. So I think I'm going to have to tough it out with the other glue. Boo. Oh well. Okay. Okay, first things first, get the lid off. I'm very nervous. I'm like, I don't want to break it. I put so much work into it so far. I don't want it to like fuck up now. I'm so close. It's gonna look so cool, I think, when it's done. So it's like I really want to get it over the finish line. Okay. Okay, I need to have glue ready before I do this. Okay. Lots of glue. All of the glue. No, Branch, don't do that. Okay. Okay, I swear I'm putting glue on this thing. You can't see because all the branches are in the way, but I promise there's so much glue. So much glue. Okay, we're holding. I'm so sorry for the shuddering. Runkle of the Bailey. I don't know who that is. Sorry. Okay. Supposedly a Canadian lawyer. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's what it means by of the Bailey. Okay. I am so afraid to let this go. I'm not gonna. It's just my hands cramping a little bit. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh God. I'm a little bit worried about this setting up just because my hand is shaking so much. And I'm worried that it's going to impact the glue being able to set up. Yeah, I only know about Legal Legal. Oh yeah, I've heard of the lockpicking lawyer as well. That's the one that does like little puzzles, right? I apologize for my hand shaking. I wish I had something to like steady this on. Why Triss shakes? No, my hand just has a shake to it. I don't have a steady hand. I have a very shaky hand. Especially when I'm nervous. And I'm very nervous. Because I don't want this tree to fall over when I let go. And I'm scared. Because the glue is nowhere near translucent or what have you, so I have to assume it is not I have to assume it's not ready for me to let go. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm probably not going to, the shakes aren't going to go away. The only hope is that I'm holding it steady enough that enough of the glue takes and dries. Glue's going to dry one way or the other, right? Right. Especially because the next step requires me to turn this upside down to install the battery. So I need this tree to be sturdy and holding. I cannot have a fucky uppy. I need to switch hands though. Okay, it is starting like, oh no, that's not holding that. When I did the hand changeover, like the tree, I didn't feel it like loose in my hand, if that makes sense. Like it feels like it was starting to set. So the glue is trying. I'm going to put some reinforcement glue here. I also don't know if I'm holding it straight. That's my other concern. Like it's going to dry, but it's going to dry at a weird angle. Oh. Yeah, that's an odd headline in for sure. But yeah. If you have any stories or anything you want me to read now is the time, as because as you can see, my hands are occupied. I cannot stop you. I can just make sad frowny faces and go, no, because if I try to like type to do banning or anything, I won't be able to do it. I mean, there are other mods here, so don't be a shit, but if you just want to spam Dorito chips, it's just I'll have to live with Dorito chips in my feed. But yeah, I can feel like the glue is starting to set, which is good, but we are learning our lesson. The glue must be dry. This is definitely a moment where I want like those things you get to like stabilize a tree, to like tie it to like a wooden post. I wish I had one of those right now, like something just to kind of tie it to while the glue sets, so I don't have to hold it like this. Though I realize now, like with it mounted like this, I might need to go in and readjust some of the branch locations, which I can do, like the wires ultimately. So I think I might need to just move some of the branches, like, here's my fingy. Some of the branches might need to go like that way, like just bend them backwards. but that's doable. And I'm not doing it now. We wait for the glue to set. Then we can play with the wires. I'm going to try and have a drink. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm holding this thing straight. I can't tell from this angle. Okay. Sorry, I'm probably... No, baby, no! Feral Beast, now is not the time, please. Please, no. Okay, good. She just wants food. That's fine. Food is good. Food is delicious. Yeah, now is not the time to have Feral Beast decide she wants to climb up on my lap. That would be a bad time. Mostly because I can't do a fucking thing about her right now. I mean, I guess the worst thing that happens is I have to deal with her and the tree falls over and I have to start over holding it down in place, but I'd rather not. I really rather not. Please admire the pretty tree while I continue to hold it down in place, and hopefully I'm not tilted. I know. Well, I mean, I guess we're waiting around now, but I guess I'm actively waiting now because I am holding this tree in its stupid spot. No. I don't know if you heard her meowing as she went by. She was doing some chirps. Don't believe it. Oh shit. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Crisis averted. You did hear? Aw, that's good. I just realized I put the toothpick with some used glue over to the side, and it was dangerously close to something that I need to place on the model later, and does not need a toothpick attached to it. So that was my oh no. I fixed it though. It's fine now. No. Thankfully, no. Of the things I could do wrong, I have not done that, thankfully. That would honestly, that would be very on brand for me if I did it though, right? I like the song. Separate my side. I don't believe it's bad. Slit my throat, it's all I ever... Oh, this is depressing. Oops. Yeah, keyword yet. I agree with you on that statement. There, I'm just giving my hand a break. It's cramping. I mean, I can do one, but I can't do the other. I don't know. Speaking personally for myself, I have been known to hum and or make noises. Pull out the harp. No, she's busy. She's super busy. Okay, it is. I can feel it setting. Musical spouses are the best. I mean, It needs to come to that. Oh no. Don't threaten me with the top of the line PC. My PC is pretty good though. That's a good emote, Teacup. Where is that from? Can I gently mouse over? Big nose. Big nose. Oh, okay. It's starting to hold. Okay. It's not fully set, but I was able to let go of it for a few seconds and it wasn't completely falling over. Fuck. My hands are cramping. They didn't learn about this in the instruction manual. Big nose bug. Ah, nice. That is very nice of them. Ah. It is really good that so many people were able to donate to Mouse's preferred charity. And I mean, ultimately, my hope is that VShojo pays out what they're supposed to pay. Like, let's be clear, like, everyone's generosity is beautiful and wonderful. It shouldn't have been needed. The money that was already put towards charity should have been paid out. And yeah. I don't want to go too much into it. I'm sure there's tons of think pieces and opinions already. Like, I mean, it's a fairly straightforward situation, right? Don't steal money from charities. And the fact we got to keep saying it is kind of frustrating. I mean, let's be honest, for like financial crimes of that nature, jail time is pretty rare. And I mean, that's only if it goes the route of like a charge on like charity fraud, right? Sounds like a lot of drama. The basic version is the streamer Iron Mouse, a VTuber. She works for, or she was attached to an agency called VShojo. And the whole idea is that VShojo would kind of like handle a lot of the business logistics on behalf of the talent so they could focus on streaming. And Iron Mouse has something known as common immune deficiency. And her immune system is severely compromised, so much that she's very isolated and can't go out a lot without taking severe risk onto herself. That's why she started streaming, because she wanted to connect with people and find friends. And one of the big things she does is she does streaming. Yeah. Well, that one's a big one too. But so Iron Mouse does a lot of streaming for the charity. It's abbreviated as IDF, but it's like Immune Deficiency Fund or something like that. And obviously she herself has benefited from the generosity of this charity over the years, before she was able to kind of like make a professional income as a streamer. And it is a charity that's very near and dear to her heart. And she did a subathon. I don't remember how long ago, but it was a big one. Like, it was either way, the subathon netted about $500,000 worth of subs and donations and things like that were done through Twitch, like Twitch's platform. So that meant VShojo was responsible for forwarding the money from the subathon to the charity. Mouse is alleging that never happened, and the money was never forwarded on. So she is essentially now breaking from VShojo. And yeah, there was two subathons. The 2 years ago one, she says, is paid. The subathon she did in 2024, I think, that one was not paid out. So she is very grumpy, rightfully so. So she has pulled out of thank you. So the link that she has provided for Tiltify means the donation goes directly to the charity. It doesn't go through Twitch or go through any third parties. So it's a safe link in that respect. But yeah, and it has since come out as with Mouse leaving VShojo, other streamers that also work with VShojo have similarly started to announce that they're leaving. And one of the other talents named Kason, she has said that since September of last year, she's been unpaid from whatever VShojo owes her for her work. There have also been several artists who have been commissioned to do like assets or work for the girls. And one guy. She was the artists are also alleging, some of them are alleging non-payment as well. So it's a floodgate has opened with Iron Mouse. It looks like with Iron Mouse speaking out, it looks like the talent is feeling free to speak about what they're going through, as well as artists who are also getting screwed over too. Because I mean, like that's the big thing is like VShojo would help connect the talent to artists to do things like new models, character art. If they do music videos, doing the assets for that. Oh no. I'm holding this tree very steady and I'm doing a very good job, but now my nose is like, I want to sneeze. No, please don't. Liz, don't. Liz. Wait, can I? Okay, no, it's not quite. It's getting there, but it's not quite holding. Okay, we're going to keep holding. I think I'm starting to worry that I need to get something to sturdy it. Like, I think I might need to attach something to it as a sturdying factor. I really hope I don't have to, but because I don't really know what to use if I do have to do that. But I've noticed a few times I've let it go, it really starts because it's leaning, right? Like, because it's not balanced, right? Oh, come on. So I worry there's a weight issue. I hope to be wrong, but okay, I'm just kind of doing a test thing. It's holding, but we're not going to do any work because the glue is still not set. So I'm just going to kind of like sit here with my hands emitting a protective force, waiting for it to, if I'm watching for it to lean. Day, you can do it. We're watching glue dry still, but progress. I will say though, I think kind of like once this thing is in and steady like that, I think that's the worst of like watching glue dry that we've got for a while. It is holding, which is good. This is good. Yes, progress is good. This is the force field of protection. It's still like it, even though it's essentially like, I wouldn't say like there's been progress, but not as much as I would have liked so far. But yeah, I know. At the very least, we're having a lovely chat, right? Where we talked about Warhammer, we talked about video games, we're talking about drama. I'm sure when Lennox gets back, she'll have her own drama to contribute to the drama pile. It'll be great. I think I'm going to have to bend some of these branches because I think I've mentioned before, there's like a cylinder that goes on top. And I think this drifts too much to this side. I might need to like bend some of the branches this away. All right, I'm going to, my butt's a little numb. All right, there we go. Back to protecting. Protective force field. Vum, 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 vum. Now, what also dawns on me is I could use the cylinder to try and hold the tree steady while it's drying, because I could put the cylinder on top. But I don't know if I want to commit to that step. All right. Let me look a bit on what I need to do next. So the next bit is going to be the battery. Wow, 700,000? Like, I'll be honest, like, I mean, this all happened yesterday and it's raised that much money. Like, I feel like it's on pace to go for $1 million. Like, damn. Damn, son. All right. And then we got some more of the insulating tube. So, like, this would be like the battery that you connect the wires to. So these wires get connected here. And then, now I do wonder which of these is positive and which of these is negative. I don't know if the instructions say that. Yeah. Put the cells in, don't mix the electrode. Don't mix up the I understand that part. Don't mix. That's great. But 692? Dang. That's so impressive. Poor Mouse is probably like, I mean, I'm very happy for her, but I'm assuming she's probably somewhere having a big cry right now. And that's okay. Okay, so this thing opens like this. Here, I'll bring it over here. So this opens, and then you put the battery in. Oh, it's 2 batteries. 2 of them. And then it clips shut. And then it looks like there's some screws to put in. Are there screws in this bag? They don't mention a screwdriver in the instructions. Oh my God, there are screws in this bag. I need a tiny screwdriver. I have to go find the tiniest screwdriver that goes with my glasses, because I think that's the tiniest screwdriver I have. Instructions, you did not mention have a screwdriver for this kit. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Tusk. No, I mean, I think I should be fine. Like, as I said, I have a very tiny screwdriver that I use for my glasses. And because I need glasses for driving. No, I have one. I have one. It's just not here. It's upstairs. Yeah, I know, instructions unclear, but yeah, like, so here, I'll show you here. So it looks like once you get the batteries installed in here, you put the screws in to hold the case shut. So, oh, it's climbing. It may happen while we're here. Oh, wait, what? That's not safe. So this thing has a switch for like on and off. They had it set to on. That's not safe. Well, of course it's going to keep changing. People keep giving money. That's what happens. I mean, I guess I could put the batteries in this thing. Or maybe I should connect the wires and then put the batteries in. No, they said put the battery. They said put the batteries in before you connect them. So, you know what? If they want an electrocuted banshee on this stream, let's do it. Hi, baby. Feral Beast is here. I need you to not be yourself for like a little while this glue sets. Okay. Okay. Thank you. You think yeah, honestly, I think it might happen overnight.
Oh, look at you. You're so cute. Yes, you are, kitty. Yes, you are.
I'm just going to put the lid on the glue because this is... Oh, shit. It's leaning. It's leaning. Damn it, it is leaning. Damn it! It was very slowly leaning. Probably. Baby, no! 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 No, you're adorable and I love you, but no. No, don't eat that wire. No. 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 Hello, I love you, but no. No. Fair enough. No, don't eat any wire. I'm starting to worry that I'm like, even when the glue is more set, the tree is still gonna lean. Yeah, she did peekaboo in there a little bit, so I'm trying to figure out if I need to like as I said, I wonder if I need something to brace this. It's very hard. She has thankfully already wandered off. I think the fact that I wasn't like engaging with her shenanigans, she was like, nah. I apologize that the stream has basically become watch me hold things in place and scream about it. Oh, we had drop frames. I didn't notice that. I'm wondering if I need more glue. Mm-hmm. It's true, but there's a limit. I don't think I see where the problem is. There's like a gap back here. And I think that's where the tree is kind of like making its room to. Problem is like if I want to put more glue on it, I need my other hand. What do? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for the rage. You scared the crap out of me, though. I'm trying very hard for this tree not to fall over. Hello. Hello. I do not have free fingies to do a shout out, and I apologize for that. You did spook me. Okay. I'm gonna put some more glue down here. Hello, I hope you had a really good stream. As you can see, we were watching Tree Dry. Ah, blueprints. Shit, okay. Oh. Okay, I hope that extra glue has helped. Hello, Archfey Warlock Daniel. I don't have the ability to think fast. I think very slowly, but I'll try. I'm also just focused on trying to keep this tree steady and not shaking. Gotta get that glue to dry. Say hello to the batteries. I was working on those until the tree decided to misbehave again. This is the most exciting glue watching stream live on Twitch. Nah, I wouldn't say that. But I'm doing my best. Have you been following any of today's drama today, Trolley Mog? Or are you staying blissfully ignorant? But also, if you need to raid and run and get yourself a snacky, that is totally cool as well. Also, hello, Mo. Sba, yeah, drama. Not my drama. I'm relatively drama free, which is good. I like being drama free. Drama is tiring. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I have known several people playing Harvest Moon. Yeah, sometimes it does feel like that type of game. What is my name? My name is Elizabeth. I am a Banshee. And this is actually a shared channel. This is the Dungeon Lounge. And I'm joined by Flora, a dragon, as well as Sasha, a griffin. They're not here today. Today's my day because I'm working on hobbies. But we each take turns streaming on the channel and we're doing various things. I am trying to make this mini kit and this tree refuses to stay. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Flora is going to be streaming tomorrow. She's going to be playing, I believe, Lies of P, the Overture DLC. Yeah, that's the thing is like, I don't tend to watch Iron Mouse live. Like I've watched some of her VODs and clips because I do enjoy some of her content, but I don't watch her live. There isn't much of a point I find because aside from being able to say you saw it live or whatever, that chat there are many people there and many of them talk in chat, which is great. That's fine. But I find when I watch other streamers, I want to be able to interact a little bit with them. So as you said, I tend to favor smaller streamers as a result. Yeah, she's huge. This is true. We go way back or recently back. I guess it depends on how long you think we've been since high school. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That's the thing is I find with a lot of VTubers or streamers in general, not everything is going to be your cup of tea. And to be honest, it's not supposed to. And none of your IRL friend streams. Oh, yeah. 27 forever. Man. My nails are getting long again. Which means it's time to put some paint on them. Yeah. True. 10,000 years. 10,000 million millennia. And banshees are a concept and a spirit. So I could just be, who knows how long I've been around, maybe since the dawn of humans. Ooh. Yeah, I think the last manicure I had was either February or after Christmas or something like that. And yeah, sometimes it is nice sometimes to pay someone to do all the work. Free. We're balancing. Luckily I found a way to balance this. This doesn't cause my hand to cramp as fast. Woo. The dawn of humans. Ooh. It's true. I think Flora and Sasha Moore have discrete numbers to their age, being a dragon and griffin, respectively. But also, I don't tell them their lore, so maybe they don't. Maybe they are also since the dawn of time. Certainly feels like it, though. Actually, I only had a paid one once. So fair enough. Yes. I generally find I tend to, I agree with you. Like, I tend to do more paying for pedicures and manicures sometimes, just because, again, like, it is easier to, it is hard to paint your own toenails. You have to be a contortionist sometimes, it feels like. But my big frustration with getting pedicures, and I don't know if you have this issue as well, Trolley, my feet are very ticklish. I'm just ticklish in general. And as a result, like they'll be trying to do their job and I'm sitting there in the chair, like trying not to like die laughing because I can't help it. Mortal affinity or mortal vanity. I would say it's more of it isn't some, like, I mean, I don't want to be like, as a woman, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, white knuckling, trying not to, yeah, there you go, 100%. Don't want to kick him in the face. Sorry, returning to the age question. Traditionally, women struggle more when they indicate their actual age. When that age is above a certain number. Because the whole idea of, you've seen in Hollywood, like, it's improving. I will say it's improving, but like, I remember like Nicole Kidman and a few other actresses doing interviews talking about like once they passed 25, struggling to get roles because they weren't young and hot anymore, or at least they weren't perceived to be young and hot. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and then they have a 20-year-old actress playing a 45-year-old character, right? And I remember her also doing, like, I remember Nicole Kidman saying, like, she was, like, being offered a role, and she was like, oh, like, this is an interesting movie, and blah, blah, blah. And then they realized I think she was in her 30s, and they were trying to cast her as, like, a grandmother type character, and she was like, are you serious? Are you serious? I think she ended up declining the role, but it was, like, one of those things where it's just, like, it is sometimes hard to feel like you can age gracefully when society is like, no, you're old now. Yeah, like it's not, I would say it's not, it is more pervasive in powers that be, I guess. I don't know. I don't claim to understand psychology. But yeah. Yeah, I think a bit of that is like that kind of perception that, there is more like I would say, like, the silver fox trope where it's like, oh, like that doesn't have a lot of like stigma associated with it, but cougars, that has a stigma, doesn't it? It does a little. Cougar sometimes is used derogatorily. Silver fox isn't considered a derogatory term. I do not know if there's a similar term for women that isn't like cougar or whatever, but I'm certainly not trying to turn this into a political stream. Politics. There's been enough of that going around, but in the meantime, I can't work on this thing. Yes. Honestly, yes. Gillian Anderson looks great. And she also now suddenly has a British accent because she spent too long in Britain. Oops. She spent too long in Britain and picked up the accent or something. I seem to recall, like, I think I saw her in the trailer for the new Tron movie, and she was speaking with the accent. Just fine. How are you doing, Tree? Sorry, just rotating things to get a little bit more of an angle on how this is doing. I think it's starting to do okay, but it's still drying. Ooh, snack and comfy couch. Have a good snackies. Is it the hummus? I'm just curious. But thank you for the lurk. And again, thank you very much for the raid. Very appreciated. Blueprints is a game that I'm kind of interested in, but I feel like it'd be for me an off-stream game. Ooh, fair enough. Let the fridge guide you. So I'm just looking at the time, and it's like the rest of the stream might just be watching this tree. Oh wow, dreaming about it. That's some deep playtime then. I'm trying to remember like the last video game I out and out like dreamed about, and I think it might have been Star Fox way back in the day. Like I dreamt about like in Star Fox there's like these little like rings you can fly through, and they're like for save points or like little health pickups and things like that, and they make a very distinctive sound. And I remember once I played so much Star Fox that when I went to sleep I dreamt about the rings. And not like, you know, just in a general, just flying through them. It's kind of a very, very chill dream. But it's been a long time since I played Star Fox, though. I know. I wouldn't say I'm fighting a tree. It's more like I'm begging a tree. Like, please. Please. Okay, how are we doing? Are we doing? Okay, we're gonna... Okay, so I'm just like putting the batteries in as instructed. Okay, so this one wants positive. Okay. Yeah, tighten up the screws. Well, I don't have a screwdriver here, and I'm scared to leave. I'm scared. Okay, there is one thing we can do, and that's I'm gonna get this. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. All right, and close that because I don't need the babies to try and go after it. All right, so this is the tube that goes on top of everything. So I'm going to do a little test fit to make sure it goes down. Because everything needs to fit in the tube. Okay. Sorry, just gonna have to... Okay, we have a problem. We have a problem. And that is the tree, even if it's not leaning, it is too far right for the... Oh, congratulations. That is good. The tree is too far to the right for the this thing to come down over top on everything safely. So that does mean once I'm confident that the tree is dried, I need to manipulate the branches to be more left from my perspective. I guess it'd be left from your perspective as well. So yeah, and of course the tree is tilting. Why? Why has God forsaken me? I think at this point that I may not be able to do too much about getting it to stand straighter. Or at least I don't know how to force it to stay upright like this. My skills are not good enough for that. I mean, the only thing I think of at this point is trying to get the hot glue and just slather the thing, but I don't know if I want to do that. Because it'll be very obvious I did it. I am not crafty enough to have a solution to this immediately. Yeah, it's fucking tilting. What do I do? I don't have any. I got one solution would be to like fishing wire it to this piece. I don't have any fishing wire though. Wait. No, that's not gonna work. Shit. I know. I mean, I'm getting tilted over tilting. Ugh, fuck. It's more just the frustration of like, I am so close. This is like, we are so close to getting this thing done. And I want to finish it. I want to be able to say like, yeah, I did it and it's done, you know? And I think it's going to look nice in the end too, right? Like, I want to be able to. Okay. I'm going to try and use some of this wire because like the wire I've needed is done. I'm going to try and make this wire and I'm going to try and maybe give it like a temporary structure to, yeah. Because the other thing is like I my hand is like literally cramping, so I need it. I'm trying to make something that kind of like will hold it. This is not long enough. It needs to be longer. This is a challenge to do when I'm trying to keep one hand in place. I do not have that, and I'm not getting. Do not have the ability to get one while I'm literally holding it down. So that is not an option. Shit! Shit! Sorry. I literally had a piece of wire that I was working with, and now I dropped it on the floor. Sorry. I just can't see where it fell as it's blending into the floor. All right, we're going to try a couple things because I do not want to have to. Why am I klutz? Why? Okay. No, he's doing his own thing. I am not. It's not Grimm's responsibility to save me from my stupidity. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to go get a flashlight and find this fucking wire and watch the tree inevitably tilt and cry. All right. Where'd you go, you stupid wire? Seriously, where'd you go? There it is. It is definitely leaned. I guess I was going to have to let it go to do this next step anyway, so. Okay, so the idea here is I'm going to take this piece of wire and we're going to. This is temporary. This is temporary. This is just to get the damn thing. Fuck. Okay. Just stay upright for 5 fucking minutes. that working? No, it's not tight enough. Ah! I wish I had 3 hands. Hair! Ha! Okay. The temporary solution has been found. Now I need to just reinforce this with glue and then not touch it. I think this is not going to be resolved this stream, clearly. But I can, at least it can be left for like several hours to set, you know what I mean? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. So, I mean, I would have liked to do other progress, but we will make do with what we can. Toothpick, that's what I wanted. I mean, by all means, I am not an expert by any thingy, but we're doing what we can. Okay. In the meantime, please listen to Rage Against the Machine scream about the machine. Okay, yeah, I think I need a different application method for this. What I really need is I need to get the glue down in there. On the positive side, now that this wire is in place, I have my hands. I mean, isn't that always the case in Fortnite, Tater? Okay. Okay. All right, so kind of looking at it now, I can kind of see where I'm going to need to bend the branches to get it to work. I do wonder, can I bend the branches while I have security wire acting as the buttress? The buttress. Ah, I see. It's probably better that I don't. Learning the lesson from the last time, it is probably better that I don't fuss with this while the glue is drying. Because what have we learned? Now what I could do is I could work on connecting the wires to this doobly-doo. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. But for that, I will need to go get the small screwdriver to get the screws into this thing. So, yeah, we have learned not to, we have learned we do not disturb. So we will not. Despite all my instincts, like, unfortunately, I definitely acknowledge I have one of those personality types that it's like, if it, I don't have the patience to realize, okay, the right call here is to wait and do nothing. there's like a thing where it's like, oh, I can just keep fussing. I can keep doing things. No. Right calls do nothing. Okay. So we're going to leave the tree. We are going to pray while I run to go get that screwdriver. That feral beast does not jump on the table, but I don't think she will. She generally doesn't show interest in... She does things to bother me. She doesn't do it just to be a shit. So, all right. I will go get that screwdriver. Please think positive tree supporting thoughts. Be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So I have this little eyeglass repair kit that has a little screwdriver in it. Look at this little thing. Take the lid off gingerly. Oh, baby screwdriver. Right, is this going to fit in the... Okay, it does fit. It does fit. Okay, good. This will do the job. It's so small. Look at this little baby. It's like for dolls. But anyways, no. All right, now I have to get the screws out of this bag. Ugh. There it is. 2 screws. They're very cute, but very small, and I'm very worried about dropping them. I'm very worried. Okay. Okay, you know what? Before I screw this down, what I'm going to try and do is, like here, touch these wires together and see if I can get a connection. Okay, first things first, we gotta give this power. I don't know which one's positive and which one's negative, unfortunately. Okay. The other way around. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, the thing is like, I know which side's positive and which one... Okay, so... Oh, let's see. I think I know what the issue is. No, positive up. Negative down. So, yeah, I've got... Positive side up. Let me double check that. Positive side up, negative side down. Switch is on. I don't know what all that DC stuff means. Oh, Spaghetti-O, yeah. I mean, it's possible also that they're just not making enough of a connection, like. Wire. I'm gonna try something. Yeah, like that's what I was just gonna do right now. Is it the battery holder? In which case it's gonna really suck because it's like there's not gonna be much I can do. So this is the positive side, this is the negative side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So the bottom light is working. The top light was working. I know I tested it and it's not working now, but I'm wondering if it took some damage at some point. No, wrong way. The top one's not working. Uh-oh. Did I do all the extra work to reroute this? Or is it just possible that this part of the wire is bad? Like maybe the wire in this section is just a little bad? As far as I know, everything's still connected okay. Oh no, I already did that one. Yellow is positive. This part I know, it's this part. The black and the red, I don't know which one is which. That's where I'm having issues. But also I'm now having an issue where the wire that does the lantern on the tree is not working. It was working before. So I remember testing it a while ago. So it was working. Something happened and it's not working now. Red tends to be positive. Fair enough. So the question, lantern on tree could have wire cracked. That's my suspicion, is that something's happened to the wire because it did work at one point. It's possible one of these two wires is cracked. The question is which one, right? Because really the only way to test that is to strip more of the wire. Okay, one thing I will do though is I'm just going to put it back in here. Now that I know the issue is potentially the wire, I'm going to try this one and we're going to do a quick. Okay, this one's got glue on it, so that got to be careful about. Don't fall. It's very hard again. I wish I had like 3 arms. Okay, so oh, there was a flash for like there we go. Okay. So we know it's working. I'm connecting it to the circuit right now. It's working off of the bottom light. So something is not working about this light. I'm going to try and strip off a bit more of the wire and hope whatever it is just in here. So that also does confirm, let me just do that again. The yellow positive is going to black, if I recall. Let me double check that. Come on. Ah. Sorry. My meat fingers are not meat fingering easily. Oh, I just had this. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe it was red. Okay, right. Okay, so red is positive. Okay. Woo. The two ends of the LED are not touching now, are they? Yeah. All right, so manhandling light to T. I don't know. Like that's the thing is like right now the light, the LED for this, it was working, but it is inside of a what's it called? It's inside the lantern, so I can't access the wire at this point easily anymore. So my hope is that it's a problem down here because I can just trim back a little more of the wire and if that's all it is, that's an easy fix, right? So I'm just gonna try trimming back a little bit off this one. Okay, that's one. Because if it's here at this connection point, I can fix this. I can make it better. But if it is up in here, I don't know if I can go back and fix it at this point. I don't think I have the spoons anymore. I do not have the spoons to tear down the tree after I might actually have it getting stable. Okay, that's one. And if anyone asks, only the top lights up. Oh. That's always so hard. A little pink. There we go. All right. Moment of truth. All right. So we know red is positive. Please. Damn it. Dang it. Yes. Murphy's Law is that the wire is broken in the thing, but I can't go back to it. I can't. Like I understand the frustration of it, but I can't. There is no way to diagnose what went wrong with this without having to tear the entire lantern apart. And once I do that, I can't put it back together again. It's paper. And even then it's like it's glued to the tree. It isn't an option. As much like I'm frustrated by it, but it's not an option to go back and rewire it. Oh God. And as I said, the frustrating part is like I tested it before we before it was put together, like before I put it together in the lantern, and it was working then. No. Tater, no. At a certain point, I understand you want to help. I understand the idea is to have it fully functioning. At a certain point, it is better just to acknowledge, like, an effort had been made. It's not about being no fun. It's about preserving my sanity. It is unfortunate, but it is also possible all this glue in here did damage to the wire. I don't know at this point what is causing it not to work. And I am not tearing this apart to figure out where it went wrong. It is, I will accept that this is a lovely ornamental a lovely ornamental light up here, but I'm not going to attempt to further. We will accept that there will be a light in the lower cafe. There won't be one on top, and that's fine. Like, I would have preferred that both work, but I am not going to try and continue forcing this. Sometimes you just got to know when to fold them. In the meantime, we can put this. We do know that this thing is working, so we can. No, that's not quite aligned. There we go. Yeah. Yep. We're just giving the building some allure. All right, let me just confirm again. Eh. Was that the bad one? That is a bad one. Okay, I think I'm going to have to remove the bad wire just so that way I don't continue trying to test with it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're going to have the bottom floor. But this one, I think it's just going to have to disconnect it. All right. Well, here, no, I'm going to do one more attempt to make it work through hope and prayers. Maybe I just badly. Because I don't want to snip the wire and find out I actually had it right all along. So we're going to do one more little attempt. No. Okay. Then we try. Okay, no. All right. Well, here, let's do one thing. Did I get the positive negative wrong? Okay, no, that isn't what's good. That would have been nice. Tunage, yeah. All right. Yeah. It sucks. It's not what I would have wanted, but as I said, short of completely reassessing, so we're going to trim the wire off. That way can no longer fuss with it. Oh, shit. Shit! Sorry. The tree got knocked while I was... The tree hit the phone, and the wire got knocked that was holding it. I feel very stupid now. One thing that was working, now I have to reposition it. I know. Thought I could get in without. Fuck. Sorry. This has been I think one of the most frustrating mini streams I've done with this thing, and I think it's because we're so close to the finish line. Like, it's like, all right, is it? I'm just trying to make sure it's about as steady as it's gonna get. Okay, I think, yeah. All right, so we don't touch it anymore. It is officially in the no touchy zone. This wire we know is not happening. Put that away over there. Wait. They're not going to be gluing those on today. All right. And that can also go away. Yeah, like it's repaired, but we no touch. It's disappointing for sure. Like, I would have preferred not to have to, like, I would have preferred to have both parts working, but yeah. There's only so much to be done. As I said, I'm not tearing apart that lantern. And again, it's entirely possible it's in this mess of glue. Something happened to the, in this mess of glue, something happened to the wire in there too. Like, who knows? So it's just, probably if I had been thinking, I probably should have tested it before I started gluing it down to make sure it was working. But oops. I mean, I know I tested it. I think I tested it. I know I tested it when I first made the lantern. I don't know if I tested it again after attaching it to the tree. And it's possible a wire got knocked loose then. Like, it was supposed to be, like, it was done with that, like, this stuff. This stuff was insulating the connection, but it's possible the connection in there broke somehow, or yeah. And I mean, I can fuss with it all I want. In the end of the day, it's not working, so that's too bad. And I'm slightly obsessing over it, and I need to let it go. It is still a lovely model, even without the working lantern up top. And besides, it's outside. It doesn't need to be on. This is the one for inside. The other one lights the inside of the cafe. That one needs to be working. It's okay. It's alrighty, Rue. It doesn't matter at this point, Teacup. I already cut the wire. I cut the wire off. That was why the tree got knocked. I was going in to cut this wire off because I'm like, if I'm not connecting it, I don't need the wire running. So I cut it off. Now, out of curiosity, is there a kink in here that I can see? Not that I can see. So the wire looks pretty good from here, but it's also covered in casing, so there isn't going to be a magical, like, I mean, it's possible the glue's impacting it, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. But yeah, that's why we had the near miss with the Alright. The next step after the tree is dried and all the electrical is connected is to start putting down moss, which I'm guessing that'll be a next week problem. Yeah. But yeah, I think at this point it's probably best just to call it for the night, and I'll clean up just because, yeah, at this point it's drying, it's being left to its own devices. We've tested the electrical for the bottom one. That's at least working. I might ask Grim to help me with that, getting more connected up but before next stream, just so that way I'm not having to play with the lighter on stream next week. That's a no. Banshee no play with lighters. I'm not safe around lighters. Anyway, so we will do that and continue to make progress. I'm not going to, it's one of those things at this point where it's like, I'm not going to promise I'm going to finish because I don't think I will. Okay. Anyways. Do. Well, thank you very much, Trolley Mog, for the raid. Sorry you came in during me just basically making frustrating sounds, but thank you again for coming. It's very appreciated. In terms of what's coming up next for the Dungeon Lounge, let's get that schedule. Ta-da! Tomorrow, as I said, at 2 p.m., Flora will be back for more Liza P. Overture. Sounds like she's having her own struggles against a new boss, but I'm sure she will persevere. We shall all persevere. And then on Thursday at 2 p.m., she'll be back with Nine Souls, fighting I think she called it like a Madoka boss. Sorry, I hiccuped a bit there. And then Friday, I will be back at 8 p.m. with more Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. And if you haven't been following so far, you can get a catch-up, because I will be doing a little bit of a story so far, just to kind of clarify the what the fuckiness has been happening. No stream on Saturday, and then Flora and I will be back on Sunday for more Elden Ring Seamless Co-op at 2 p.m. And then we circle around next Monday. Flora's back with more Yakuza 5. And then Tuesday, I'll be back with the Mini. One way or another, we're getting this damn thing over the finish line. Angry pointing. It will be made to fit. It will. One way or another, it will happen. Blah. Anyway, let's go find someone to raid. How are people playing at Uma Musume? Like, damn. Lots of people. And Claire Obscure, which I'm not rating to because that could be spoilers. I'm not rating you into spoilers. Yeah. Yes. That is a very good summary. That the emote has definitely come in on clutch there. You know what? Let's raid over to Coffin Cuddle. She is live today, and it's her birthday. So let's do a little birthday raid. Okay. Before I do the raid, though, I need to move the Mini so it's not in front of my keyboard, and I don't want to knock the Mini again. So we're just going to move you over here gingerly. And yeah, let's go. Let's go bug Cece. And by that, I mean wish her a happy birthday. There she is. All right. Looks like she's doing some birthday Ace Attorney. Here we go. All right. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And hopefully we'll see you at one of our other streams. Alrighty. Alrighty, Roo. Good night. Good night. Good night.